Hello, everyone, and welcome to Off the Record and Comic Stacked with Judah.
And Gabe.
Today we have a small stack of five. We
Yep.
do not have a classic issue, but we, for I think the first time,
Yeah.
have an independent comic, which is legendary. And no, it is not Skinbreaker.
No.
Apologies again. It will happen at some point, or it will never happen.
Look,
Those are the options.
once we find Skinbreaker 1, I think we've got 2 through 5
Yeah,
at the store we buy from.
you saved for us. So
Safe for us. So he just doesn't have number 1, and
yeah,
we're really bad at getting it.
we are terrible at getting it.
Mhm.
With that being said, we're going to dive into the show. We're going to go over our five comics this week and then talk about our pull list. I don't think there's any big news to talk about in the comic world.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, not that either of
Or
us
at least
know of.
not DC and Marvel. If you know
Yeah.
of independent comic news,
Let us know in the
put it
comments
in the
down
comments.
All right.
Comics. Comments.
With that being said, let's dig into our first issue of the week, which is Supergirl number 11 from DC Comics, written and drawn by Sophie Campbell. I had the Skylar Patridge variant cover, which is fantastic, and I love all for the Reign of the Superboys, all of the Skylar Patridge variants. Um, and this is an interesting one. I've read the first issue of this series, and I think it's interesting. I think the art is fantastic. I think Sophie Campbell is a good artist. The writing is a little rough. I think we can both agree on that, but
Yeah.
it doesn't take away from the plotting. Now, what you're like, what's the difference between the plot and the writing? It's like, well, the plot of this is engaging to me. The writing itself, the dialogue, the inner monologue is a little forced, rushed, confused. Felt like a first draft to me a little bit. Not to say that this is like the most garbage thing we've ever read.
Not even close.
It's not even close by any miles. But that's like negatives. Positives, I actually liked it overall. I love the fact that Connor Kent is going to be included more going forward. I'm interested to see what they do with bringing back Boy Thunder and whatever Team Thunder is in Kandor. And the villain that I'm pretty sure they introduced here. I don't know. I haven't read the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Black Flame beats the living crap out of Supergirl, stabs her, and kicks her off a mountain. So I don't know how she's going to overcome that. And I want to figure out how.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts. I think it was overall pretty good. I'd say it's 3.5 stars with the potential to get better depending on how the story goes.
Yeah.
But there's just like some rough elements in the writing. Gabe, what did you think?
Pretty much along the same lines. The story was a little bit slow to get into, I'll say. But once I was in, it was definitely engaging. And there was a lot of good action, good suspense in there, good plot movement. You know, it wasn't too confusing with the lore of the worlds and all that. I was able to follow really well, which is sometimes tricky for writers. So all of those really big props. The only issue with writing that I had was just that the dialogue was really awkward.
Yeah.
And I'm an awkward person, so I'm used to awkward dialogue in real life, but this was like really awkward. It's even during the fight scenes, like the things the hero and the villain said, Supergirl and Black Flame,
Yeah.
it didn't fit fully. It was like, I guess
Yeah.
they could say that,
Yeah.
but like it didn't feel like what someone would say.
Yeah.
And maybe I just don't know those characters well enough, or maybe it's just the writing.
It might just be the writing.
But like that's not to say it was terrible writing. That's just the one flaw I found. The art was pretty good. Not
Yeah.
my favorite artist, but very good still.
Yeah. I think the art is a lot more cartoony and
Yeah.
stylized and a little different from what I guess is becoming the art style for DC, which is like this hard-edged, like badass look, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, this is more like a Saturday morning cartoon than it is,
Right.
absolute Batman. And that's a little different. But star rating, what would you give it?
Yeah, 3.5. It
Three and a
was solid. I'd be
Yeah.
interested to read the next issue.
I am interested to
Definitely.
see how this story plays out and how all of the stories in the Reign of the Superboys
Yes, that's
play
what
out.
I'm really excited. I want to see if they connect and how
And-
much they connect.
Yeah, and I know that Action Comics also came out this week,
But it didn't come out this week.
but the variant that I ordered did not come today. So fail on my comic shop's part. Um, but we'll
Well,
cover it next
distributor.
week. Distributor. Screw the distributor. They suck. No, they don't actually suck. But if you're wondering why we're not covering that today, that is why. And
Next week.
We'll hit it up next week.
Yeah.
All right. You have our next comic,
Yes.
Gabe?
All right. Our next comic is from Marvel Comics. It's Venom 255. This is part 3 of 9 in the Death Spiral event. This is coming from creative team writer Al Ewing and artist Carlos Gomez.
Yes.
So, Judah, what are your thoughts on this one?
Oof. Okay. This is good. We're consistent. We've reached like this 4-star level of quality with Spider-Man, which is good. Like 8 out of 10 is not terrible.
No.
But it's just continuing, and we're at the end of this what I think is the first act of the story, and we're finally like getting the villain. Like he's been murdering a crap ton of people,
Right.
And we finally have one of our heroes interact with him at the end of this issue. I thought it was really good. The Eddie Brock Carnage thing is very interesting to me, and seeing how they handle Spider-Man Venom and how he reacts to Shocker's death and bringing Boomerang back in, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, and again, it's just like I'm excited to see where it goes because all of these first like 3 issues have just felt like buildup. You know what I mean? And like it's like, oh, we're finally getting a little bit of conflict, a little bit more conflict, a little bit more conflict. So I'm interested to see some of that resolution starting in, I guess, what the second act of the series will be.
Or at least the climactic moments.
Yeah, the climactic moments. But overall, again, this is fixing the Spider-Man line slowly.
Yeah.
And it's doing a darn good job. But yeah, that's overall what I think about it. Gabe, how about you?
Fairly similar overall. I've kind of put it in between 3.5, 4 stars as my rating. It feels, a little less engaging than the other 2 issues, which might just be because it's still build up, and I'm not a super patient man, and so I'm like, get to the action. But there's also a lot of really cool moments. You've especially with Torment involved in how that whole spiral is going.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting, and I want to know more. Like, is Torment a symbiote? Is Torment like
what
is he? What is it? Like, who? Why?
Where? How?
He just killed like Eddie Brock's dad.
Yeah.
Like, that's dang. Okay. If I have one negative about it, it would just I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the way that Eddie Brock Carnage dynamic is being played out. It's like there's not a problem with the dynamic itself. Maybe it's just the way it's written. It's not my alley, I guess.
Our third writer on this event, so
that
inevitably
might be
one of them
yeah,
is
that's
going to
true.
represent something poorly.
But
I mean, it was
overall,
yeah,
between 3.75.
yeah, 4 stars for me. All right, our third issue of the week, from DC Comics, Emperor Aquaman number 15, from Jeremy Adams and John Timms. Yep. I had the base cover. Gabe, you had?
Yes, I got the Gilliam March variant, which has Aquaman and I believe Mera. I don't know how to say it right. Mera. So it's really nice. I like it.
It's dope.
Dope cover.
This is okay. I give this 5 stars. This is my favorite issue this week. Again, I've been getting into Aquaman. I'm becoming biased. It's like my own personal Superman bias, where it's like I know we've reviewed, I don't know, 3 or 4 issues, or like 8, actually more accurate, like 8 issues of Superman comics, and they're all rated very highly by me. So I'm getting Aquaman bias now, and this is 5 out of 5 for me. This is epic. John Timms' art is next level in this. Jeremy Adams' writing is great. We have the King of Atlantis return, and now he's going to seek more than just the 7 seas. He's going to seek all of the oceans and all of the worlds and hell, maybe all of the universes. And, oh my gosh, I'm excited to see Aquaman establish his empire. Like, this is some of the dopest stuff I have, read in comics. And this just has me hyped. And, the hype train could fall off.
Mm-hmm.
This book also could fall off. Who knows? At the same time, I think this is great. Gabe, what do you think?
I was really, really, just, I don't know, blown away by this issue. It was really cool. A little bit confusing with the 3 Aquaman whole deal, but
In the blue.
but
Yeah.
also, the blue is pretty dope. So, I mean, no complaints here. And then he's Aquaman, and it's really awesome because it's taking a character that a lot of people think is just lame and talks to fish and makes him like kind of overpowered.
Yeah. He's
And it's
legendary.
legendary.
Yes.
Literally. Like, I love it. It was great. 4.5
Yeah.
stars,
Yeah.
easy.
5 out of 5
Like,
for me. It's
top
fantastic
notch.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
You have our first independent comic
Yes.
on this show.
Okay, and in finding this, I realized it is not technically released this week, although I think he ordered it and just got it late,
Yeah.
our comic shop guy, because I don't remember seeing it on the stands
Yeah,
before
I don't
today.
know.
So I guess distributor is being weird again. That's just how it is. It is from the Universal Monsters run of comics. This is Image Comics, by the way. So if you know that, you know that. And it's Phantom of the Opera, issue number 1. So this is by writer Tyler Boss and artist Martin Simmonds. There's a D. Simmonds.
Yeah.
So this was really, really good.
Yes.
Like, I would say it kind of fights for maybe not top, first place, but definitely top 3, and it's hard for me to rank which ones where.
Yeah.
Just because it's so good. The art is very
Immaculate.
different.
It is.
But in such a good way that it takes a minute to get, like, kind of immersed into the story, but once you are, the art just solidifies it and makes you feel all of the things you're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, this was probably a 4.5, 5 star issue. It was solid.
This I did its job. It made me feel claustrophobic. I think I understand how women feel now being stalked by spooky men. Yeah, Boss and Simmonds do an excellent job with this. I like the Phantom of the Opera? Question mark.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever read the book, so I literally don't know anything else. And that book is dense and long and spooky at some parts, but boring most of the time. So getting all of it in one go and actually seeing these things kind of portrayed in images was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is for sure 4.5 stars. This was really good. And I think we're going to be picking up more of this. I'm excited to do so.
Yeah, I think it's 4 issues is what if I was looking correctly. It's a 4-issue series.
It's a nice little mini-series, yeah.
And it's definitely a nice series. And I like that there's parts of it that are similar to the book and the movie.
Yes.
Or the musical, I should say. But then it's because it's comic, it's a different medium. You get different things through it. So it's really interesting.
Yeah. All right, moving on to our final issue for the week. The one that's headlining this week, as everybody knows. Absolute Batman number 18 from Scott Snyder and Eric Canete on art. Yeah, more Absolute Poison Ivy.
Yep.
I don't know what else. Well, there's Absolute Court of Owls.
Yes. That was
interesting.
Wild.
It was wild. This is interesting. I like this, but the art kind of was a little weird in this one to me.
Yeah.
And it's not Nick Dragotta, so I'm not gonna slam Eric Conte because he does a pretty bang up job. But it's just I think at points it took me out of the story. And again, there's a lot of reading in this. I feel like there's more words in this one than there's been in a minute in this series.
Yes, that's true. It took me a while to read through it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still well made. I'm enjoying this Seventh Kingdom story. I don't know where we're continuing it or how it's going and all that stuff, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having a fun time, and it's absolute Batman. It's just kind of the cool factor. So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is, a little different. I'd say it's probably 4 stars. And I know it's probably down from what I rated the last issue because I'm seeing that right now. But yeah, 4 stars from me. I think it's pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot more words, um, but I liked how they incorporated a lot of the just Bruce and trying to figure out his friends and the situation there in it.
Yeah.
That they didn't just leave it after the last one, but also that it was different. You know, there was a lot of parallel plots going on, and so you got the like flashing between them all and them all mirroring each other a little bit, and that made each moment more impactful. The plot twists towards the end where you're like, I did
Whoa.
not expect Batman to do that. I did
Yeah.
not expect the Court of Owls to do that. I did not expect.
I did not see that coming.
Well, I guess I did expect Gordon to do all of the things he did. I mean, he's pretty chill. Um, nothing surprising there, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like that's not the choices I expected the book to go in, and so it makes me interested to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then the implication at the end that part of this change in Bruce's mindset is that maybe he's not really going to seek so desperately after his friends anymore.
Yeah.
And that's affecting
That is
them.
affecting them, and it's
You
affecting
know.
Batman.
Like we see Riddler is, or Edward Nygma is
Yeah.
looking at the door and he's not seeing Bruce there.
Yeah.
And most notably, we find out that whatever that like arrow thing was worked on Waylon.
Yeah.
Except now he's beefy, like
He's a big
beefy.
boy.
But
a
he's
big
not an
lizard boy.
alligator, so
Yeah.
I guess that's a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I overall gave it probably 5 stars just because of the story.
Yeah.
I agree the art was a little weird. But again, it's a guest artist, so I don't want to knock the comic for
Yeah.
that. And also, it's partially just because we're not used to
Eric Conte's
Eric
art.
Conte's art. We're
Which is
used to
not, like,
Dragotta.
terrible. Yeah, we are.
So it's a different style of art. It's just not Dragotta's art, so we're like, what is this?
Yeah.
But it is. It is actually really good. And Ultimate Ivy is an eldritch horror,
She
and
is.
I probably will be having nightmares.
It's okay. We all have nightmares. You
Yep.
5 stars?
Yeah.
4 stars from me, yeah. All right. Going into
But
poll list for next
I also
week.
have absolute Batman bias, so.
Yeah, he does have absolute Batman bias.
But it's okay. He has Superman and now Aquaman
Aquaman
bias, so
Yeah, I got
we mellow each
It's
other out.
okay. We all have bias. So, things that were supposed to happen this week, aka Action Comics 1096. Action Comics 1096 is going to be next week, hopefully, question mark.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But also, we're going in with Amazing Spider-Man number 24. Deathstroke the Terminator number 1.
Yes.
Which I think we're both getting.
We are both picking it up.
We are
I'm
both
picking up a
picking it up.
variant, though.
Yeah, I'm expending my variants on specifically
That's
Superman
fair.
books at the moment.
Yeah.
And that's about it. I got a classic issue that's coming next week. That's gonna be fun.
It's going to be a good one.
The Infernal Hulk number 5. This series, it sucked at first, and it just keeps getting better. Like, it just has done nothing but increase in quality. Hopefully, issue 5 continues that trend.
Yeah.
Lobo number 1, which I am
Yeah, we're not
anticipating not liking. Nothing against the creative team. It's just Lobo as
Not
a
our cup of
character,
teas.
the direction they're
cups.
going. It's and then Superman Unlimited number 11, which is gonna begin the Reign of the Superboys arc in that Superman title, which I'm interested to see because we're getting John Kent and Superman of China and this new guy called Man of Tomorrow that looks like this.
Ooh.
And I have the Skylar Patridge variant where he's on the cover. So, interested to see how that goes. What do you have that I do not?
Yes, I've got Batwoman number 1, so
Yeah,
kind of
interested for that.
testing that, maybe a replacement for Batman
Maybe.
since we dropped that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm also a little worried,
Yeah.
but that's kind of just how it goes.
That seems like the next level thing.
Yeah, Deathstroke the Terminator number 1. I mean, that's just gonna be crazy violent and dark. We know that. But I got I'm gonna butcher this, but Kyuyong Yom variant. It's really cool. If you have no idea what I said, because I probably have no idea what I said, it's cover C, and it's the one where he's walking like the background's all white except for a strip of red, and Deathstroke is walking down it. So now you can see which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be picking up that classic comic. And then Ultimate Wolverine 15, which we may or may not talk about just because it's so tied in with Ultimate Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm mostly getting it just to complete the collection.
Yeah, his collection.
Because I've got all of the other ones, and it's only these last couple that are tied into it.
Yeah.
And that's all I have for next week.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty chill next week. We're going to have a fun time. We got 2 Superman books, lots of DC, a couple Marvel, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions for anything coming up that we should check out, let us know in the comments down below. But with that being said, good morning, good evening, and good night. And Gabe, you got to shout out someone drinking some kind of bevy.
Let's do Arnold Palmer's today.
If you're drinking an Arnold Palmer, special shout out to you. And Kirk, you're welcome, because I know you're editing this. This is only 21 minutes long. All right. God bless. Bye-bye.